Game 3 of the NBA Finals was all fun and games for fans of the Boston Celtics. They were dropping F-bombs, much to the dismay of Klay Thompson, and we all enjoyed several hilarious moments like this Derek White fan, my favorite Celtics fan, the pointing man during free throws, and Paul Pierce getting left hanging. The game itself was also awesome, with Jaylen Brown going absolutely nuts to start things off. He thought he could score on anybody, and he did score on anybody. On the first play of the game, we saw Jason Tatum hunt Steph and Curry in pick and roll, and the Warriors immediately showed a reluctance to switch, with both Curry and Wiggins covering Tatum, so the only player to rotate to Smart on the pop was Klay. But look at Smart here, keeping his eyes on the basket while secretly passing to Jaylen Brown to get the easy catch-and-shoot three. At the other end, the Warriors could have potentially done the same thing as Klay Thompson comes off of a pin down and Tatum comes over to help contest, but Klay doesn't do the same secret pass to Draymond because Draymond isn't a shooter. Jaylen Brown was feeling himself after that first three and decides to attack Draymond Green of all people in isolation. And we typically think of Draymond as an excellent defender, but Jaylen easily gets a step on him, forcing Wiggins into help position, and then he kicks it out for an open three. Jaylen attacking in isolation also got the ball rolling in order to get Steph Curry into foul trouble here. And later on, he had Gary Payton II slipping and fouling him on the shot. It was clear that Jaylen didn't view Draymond as a defensive threat one-on-one, as he waves away Derek White from setting a screen here and scores on Draymond despite the help defense from Payton. In case you haven't had enough fun yet, here's Jaylen once again driving and scoring on Draymond quite easily. The only Warriors player to have success in stopping Brown in isolation was Wiggins with this block, but Jaylen simply gets the ball back and then Derek White scores, and his biggest fan approves. Then we saw this gorgeous play by the Celtics against the Warriors zone that has typically struggled in this series. Here, Payton is anticipating a handoff for Brown, but he's overplaying him way too much considering there's no weak side defender ready to rotate, so Brown simply cuts backdoor for the dunk. And in case Payton hasn't had enough at this point, here's a step back three in isolation. Robert Williams also had a terrific impact on this game, and he needed to because Al Horford was not able to bother Curry one bit in pick and roll. The space that Horford was giving up with his drop was just way too much room for Curry to breathe. And while this isn't Curry coming off of the pick and roll, Timelord still gives a great contest here to deny the shot. Then he has the presence of mind to help on the drive here for the block. It wasn't just the defensive end that Williams had an impact on, and on this play, he punishes Draymond for pressuring him too much by running a give and go with Jason Tatum. He won't get credit for this play, but Pritchard is open on this play due to the gravity of Robert Williams in the dunker spot. In Game 2, I pointed out one instance of what the Celtics did poorly, which was spacing the floor. In Game 3, however, their spacing was much better, and it's highlighted on this play. Tatum rejects the screen to drive, and Draymond has to help on the drive, which means that Klay has to cover Robert Williams in the dunker, which leaves Payton Pritchard open. Here's another example of Robert Williams' gravity opening up a three as Jason Tatum comes off of a pin down and draws two defenders. Timelord rolls out of the pin down, and if Jordan Poole doesn't take him on the roll, it's an easy dunk. But since he did take him on the roll, it's now a wide open three for Smart. Robert Williams was everywhere in this game despite not being 100%, and here he is in one breath contesting a Curry pull-up and then recovering for the defensive board. The Celtics preferred to keep Timelord out of the pick and roll defensively so that he could protect the rim, but when the Warriors forced him into the action by having Payton as the screener, he played the passing lane beautifully to get the steal. When the Warriors tried to attack him in pick and roll once again, but with Draymond as the screener, Curry looked slightly rushed and uncomfortable attacking, and his pocket passes behind Draymond for a turnover. Then Curry abandons the pick and roll altogether and tries an isolation drive, but once again, Timelord is there in help position and gets the block. On this Klay pin down, Williams is slightly late to the contest, but he still gives a great effort, getting up in the air to contest, and in the next moment, gobbling up the rebound. Even when it seemed like there was no way to contest a shot, Williams was sprinting out to the perimeter to do anything he could to help secure a win, and now it's Boston up 2-1. Thanks for checking this one out, and remember to subscribe for more videos.